Hey guys, it's Rick from Ozark Living Homestead. It's February the 14th, probably right around 12 noon or so. Woke up in the middle of the night to an ice storm, or early morning hours actually. But I had to come out and feed animals. I actually fed them earlier this morning. Came out and made sure they had plenty of water. Because right now we're still having a misting, freezing rain. Everything is basically a sheet of ice. One thing is I knew this was coming. As you can see, I had mentioned I was going to make sure I got that roof over that shed there, where I've got that big round bale of hay up on there. And what I did is I took a cattle panel, hog panel, and wrapped it around it, tied it off temporarily right now. I've got tarp over it just in case any blowing rain or whatever gets in there, it won't get it soaked. And then you can see the icicles hanging off the top of that thing. So actually we got it on at a pretty good time, but I'm gonna put sides on it like I had mentioned, like from there back this way and there, and on the little backside there, the west where it's completely covered, so the goats always have dry hay. And you can see them just pulling the hay right through the holes there. Actually works really good. I'm not going to stay out here long because it is, I mean, really freezing. Just want to kind of give you guys a shot of pretty much what it, what it looks like. I mean, literally it's solid ice. The ground is just a solid sheet of ice. And you can see that's where the roof overhangs a little bit from the turkey pen. And there's no ice there because no water got to it. You can see the icicles hanging off there. But this right now is steady mist, a light mist of rain. So it just keeps freezing and freezing. So I'm pretty much stuck in here today, and you know, who knows when, but because as long as this keeps it up, it's just going to freeze right back over on the roads. There's just no way I can get out of here and go and do anything. I honestly don't want to. See what else. I just want to give you guys some more shots. Of what this looks like. If you guys can see it, I apologize. I'm trying to make sure I don't slip and break my neck here, because it's pretty slippery. And you know, I must be out of my mind, or I'm crazy, but I have my slippers on right here. I didn't even put my boots on because I wasn't planning on staying out too long. But yeah, it's pretty nasty out here, and it's supposed to last pretty much all day. I think the high is only supposed to be maybe 35, if it even gets to that. And you guys can see my truck here. I got another little video. You can see the ice on my windshield and on the hood here. I've got another little video I already filmed. I actually filmed it yesterday. Oh, by the way, today's February the 14th, Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, I have a little video that I've already filmed. And I'm going to put it on the end of this one. It's a rabbit cage that I picked up from an auction. Got a pretty good deal on it. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to get inside. It is cold out here. Very, very cold. In fact, my fingers right now, the end of my fingers are completely numb. Again, you can see this sheet of ice. I mean, and there's no way I'm going to try to get out of here and go anywhere. I haven't seen anything out on the road, so I know the road is probably just it's black ice, solid sheet of ice up there. So all right, guys, like I said, I'm gonna get inside and get warmed up again. And there you can see the icicles coming off the camper, and it does good because it's so warm inside that it just melts and runs off. But when it gets to the end here, it just turns around and freezes right back up again. Alright guys, talk to you guys later. So you ladies have a great Thanksgiving. Jeez. Valentine's Day. And if you guys have forgotten to get your ladies something for Valentine's Day, you better run out and get it now. So have a great day, guys. All right, guys. What you're seeing here, it's kind of hard to, can't really focus it in, but I think you guys can see it. It looks different through this lens, so sometimes I'm not sure what you guys are seeing. But it's a rabbit cage. It's a 4-section rabbit cage. It's heavy duty, heavy gauge wire. Each section has 2 feeders on it. And then it has the little plates for the records, where you keep your records. And then there's 2 on this side, the same thing. They have 2 feeders in each cage. I don't know what the purpose was for that, unless they had a bunch of baby rabbits in it. Maybe it was a small grow up pens. I don't know what it was. But they're actually a decent size cages. Now on the top, oh, by the way, I went to an auction last Sunday. And it's a little small auction that these people, it's a little homestead. It looks like they just started out, or been there for a little while, but they're slowly building it up. And but apparently the guy was an auctioneer or whatever at one time. But they're having a little auction, and they have it once a week, and they have it on Sunday afternoons, because everybody goes to church in this area. But it's about an hour drive from me. But I did it just to get away from here too. But anyway, and I'd never been, so I wanted to go check it out. But these 4 feeders on top here, they want a table with some, of course, other stuff. And they sell everything, farm animals, whatever you want to bring in there and auction off, they'll auction it off. Furniture, it doesn't matter, because people have different things there. But these feeders, and they're smaller ones, but they're decent size. They had them on the table, and they started them, I think, at $1 for all 4. And ended up, I got them for $3 for all 4 of them. And they're not in bad shape, and as anybody knows with rabbits, it doesn't take long, you get a little rust on them. And they'll last quite a while. But I figured, 75 cents a piece is well worth it, 75 cents a piece, and it'll last me long enough that I can still use them. But one of the interesting things is, and I know about these from breeding birds, this PVC pipe run through here, and they have a nipple on the end there where it's threaded. It's a female end. You thread it. It's threaded, so you can actually connect to that pipe very easily. But it has little watering nipples, and it has 2 for each cage. There's 2 sticking out the other side in one cage, 2 sticking out the other side in the other cage, and on this side the same thing. And that's one of the things I like about it, because it's self-watering. Now, of course, in the wintertime I can't use it because everything will freeze, and then it's capped on the end here so it won't leak. So it hooks to the other end. But I'm going to fix something for it, and then by next winter I'm going to have some kind of heating system, which I've already got it figured out. And I actually have all the stuff to do it with. I was going to do it for the chickens, just never got around to it. Bought all the stuff to where the water will circulate back through the pipe, and will reheat the water. I have a stock tank heater, but it's made for plastic buckets, and it'll reheat the water and keep circulating through the pipes. Now again, I don't know how well that'll work. It's just something I'm going to try, but I think it'll work out pretty good. So, but anyway, I thought I'd show you this, guys, and I only gave $40 for this cage, just like it is with the feeders and the water system set up on it, and everything. I think I actually bid up to $30 on it, and I actually wanted to bid. There was a couple people, and they backed away from it. They didn't want it, and they wouldn't sell it. The lady had a reserve on it, said she wouldn't take no less than 40. I said, I'll give $5 more. I'll give $5. I mean, I know what the feeders are worth, and I know what the cost of the wire is. Like I said, I'm having a problem with the bottom wire on my other cages. I keep buying it from this farm and feed supply store. It's a large one here in this area, and I have one roll that I've never even opened, and they refuse to take it back. Yeah, because I actually made a complaint that to them that, and then maybe I didn't say it in the right way, but I told them basically, you know, that I wanted to bring it back in. I didn't have it with me, but I told them I wanted to bring it back in and return it, because all the other wire, which I bought probably 10 small rolls of it, because that's all they have it is small rolls, that it was crap. It was trash. You know, the wire was cheap. It was just falling apart from the weight of the rabbits. You know, even with one rabbit in there, the whales were breaking on it. And for whatever reason, maybe they just didn't like that. I don't know. And they were telling me, well, that's the only company we order from, and you know, we can't get it from anywhere else. I'm like, well, you know, I can't use this other roll, so I'm gonna bring it back in. When they're like, and they told me that I couldn't bring it back in. I said, even with the receipt? And they're like, no, you can't bring it back in. You know, it's been too long, and they apparently have some bull crap policy. But anyway, I'm stuck with a roll of wire, and I'll deal with it. It's not that expensive, but I'm gonna have to order it in and get a heavier gauge wire. I mean, I knew this stuff was thin, but that's all they had, and I thought I'd try it, and I tried it, but I just can't make it work. I'm gonna end up having to pay the freight, so I end up paying probably 2 times what the wire's worth to get it shipped into me, and I have to buy more than what I need, but I'll end up using it in the future. So, but anyway, guys, I thought I'd show you this rabbit cage. I thought it was a pretty good deal, and I'm probably going to use it for grow out pens. I don't know yet exactly what I'm going to use it for, because it does have heavy gauge wire, so I think it'll work better than what I've got right now. So, because every one of the cages you just saw in there, well, not every one of them, but probably half of them need the bottoms replaced already, and they've only been in there like 2 or 3 months. So those are new bottoms, and that's the second time I've actually replaced them. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna cut it off from here, and I'll talk to you guys soon.